This is He Knows Everything, bringing you that heat and far. We keeping the foot on the what? The geeks. We keeping the foot on the what? The geeks. And like the Tibetan mastiff that I am, I'm applying what? Unlimited pressure. Because pressure does what? It bursts his pipes. We gonna talk a second part about this with Kobe Bryant and his estate. If you guys notice, He Knows Everything did a long video, and that video was the single most longest video that He Knows Everything ever did on KB24. He Knows Everything employs you, he exhorts, and he beseech you, brethren, to basically go and watch that video, just like the Apostle Paul always exhorted, beseeched, and basically encouraged his brethren. Watch that video. You're gonna learn some things, man. The Spirit of God fell on like a dove on He Knows Everything, and basically a lot of stuff was decreed. It was signed, sealed, and delivered like UPS. And basically you got the full mouthpiece of what He Knows Everything is all about. But we're gonna unpack it. We're gonna talk about it in the second part, because Kobe deserves that level of respect. You guys have to understand, Kobe is an enigma. Kobe is an anomaly. Kobe is basically a guy that is not able to be figured out, because his greatness personification can only be hindered. That motherfucker couldn't be stopped. Kobe Bryant could not be denied. And that's the lifeline. That's the life lineage. That is basically what we would say the lifeblood of He Knows Everything. He Knows Everything cannot be denied, because He knows everything. Everything about He Knows Everything is what it is. A guy who is greatness personification can only be hindered. The motherfucker can't be stopped, because everything about He Knows Everything is basically pushing for greatness, basically self-improvement, basically constantly getting yourself to the next level. When I leave the gym, I'm thinking about the next day in the gym. This is chess. This is not fucking checkers, man. You always got to be thinking about the next time, not what you last did. And it's okay to every now and then sit back and enjoy the spoils of what you did, but don't sit there and marinate in them damn spoils. Say, okay, it's time to get up. It's time to make this shit happen again. It's time to turn this thing around. It's time to turn this bad boy around. It's time to gird up thy loins, and it's time to prove unquestionably, unequivocally, and without fail that it's time to basically take yourself to the next level in terms of dominance, in terms of success, in terms of progression, not regression. This is what Kobe Bryant exemplified. He exemplified a guy that exhausted everything, man. When I think of Kobe Bryant, he left everything on E. You know how hard it is to do that? You know how hard it is to rationalize your brain on that level of alpha male lineage, on alpha male hood, on alpha male ship? To leave everything on E. This is what MJ talked about, man. Go listen to his speech in Kobe Bryant's memorial service, man. He talked about how Kobe left everything on E. He exhausted every fucking thing. I can only hope one day to do that. That, just listening to that inspired me, man. That was iron sharpeneth iron, and a man is sharpened by the countenance of his friend. Because when it's all said and done, we have to ask ourselves a delineation. We have to ask ourselves a distinction. We have to ask ourselves a gulf and a separation. And what is that? When it's all said and done, it's about what is real and what isn't. And what is real is as simple as this. We have to look at the bigger picture here. The bigger picture scenario in all instances, the bigger picture scenario in all equations, the bigger picture scenario in everything that is evident is that Kobe being Bryant did not allow his mind, did not allow his brain, did not allow himself to be limited. He wanted to be unlimited, because he understood he wasn't a regular cat, nor does he think regular, nor does he reside in regular realms. That's why He Knows Everything tells you that terminology. I'm not a regular cat, nor do I think regular, nor do I reside in regular realms. Motherfuckers that follow He Knows Everything, you will activate your alpha. You will become so alpha, because the alpha male thing to do is to basically follow the lineage of He Knows Everything, because He Knows Everything is the ultimate alpha male. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cutthroat true teller fashion. So when we sit here and look at the delineation, the distinction, the gulf, and the separation of what Kobe Bryant meant to the game of basketball, and how Kobe Bryant was always pushing himself, and how Kobe Bryant was always getting himself to the next level, what we found was a guy that had an insatiable desire to be great. What we found was a guy that was not going to take no. Who does that remind you of? He knows everything. This is why if you follow this platform, if you were an alpha male, you become more of an alpha male following this platform. This platform makes you so fucking alpha. Because everything that comes out of He Knows Everything's mouth as the ultimate alpha male teaches you how to be alpha, teaches you how to have an alpha male lineage, teaches you what alpha male denotion and alpha male exemplification and alpha male, basically what we would say, statement is all about. Kobe Bean Bryant represented that, and He Knows Everything represents that. Because we're never satisfied. We're always thinking about the next. That's the legacy that Kobe Bryant, a mentor of mine, one of my mentors, guys that when I ever feel weighing in my alpha male ship, I can just lean on that and say, you know what would Kobe do? And I remember this Kobe Bryant saying when Kobe said, this is the most ultimate alpha male thing you can do because it's biblical. Jesus Christ said, faith satisfies him, man. If you have faith the size of a grain of a mustard seed and you tell a mountain to move asunder, it shall move. Kobe Bryant said, and the most faithful thing that you can say, because Hebrews 11 teaches us that faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Because in the substance of you hoping for it and the evidence of you not seeing it, that is where your faith lies. And Kobe says if you visualize something, don't be surprised when it happens because you've already visualized that it is going to happen. So therefore, when it happens, do not be surprised. You understand the level of alpha male you got to be to say that? You understand the level of activating your alpha that you got to do to say that? That is Kobe Bryant's legacy. That is Kobe Bryant's distinction. That is Kobe Bryant's denotion. That is what KB24 represented. Because to be an alpha male is to walk that thing out, to carry your cross, and to understand that you are never satisfied with improving. You are never satisfied with getting to the next level. You are never satisfied with carrying your cross, fighting the good fight of faith, and never erring away from things concerning the faith. That's the cold-hearted. That's the unadulterated. That's the cut seller fashion. I keep the foot on the Knicks. In this instance, Kobe Bean Bryant's mindset, the Mamba mentality, the way that Kobe Bryant visualized and saw things, it literally kept the foot on all of these beta males' necks. This is He Knows Everything. Check it out.